if you're already working 50, 60, 70 hours a week because you're cleaning 30 hours a week, and then you're doing bookkeeping after hours and payroll on the weekends, follow-up calls with clients in the evening, so you're really working 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week, it's only because you're doing it wrong. It isn't because that's what it takes to be successful. It can literally be done Monday through Friday so you can reserve the weekends for family and faith. So why the heck should you listen to me? I need to tell you my story so that you can know with confidence that I'm not trying to teach you a bunch of things that I never did myself. I have no respect for people that are trying to teach things they haven't done. So why the heck should you listen to me? I started out cleaning houses 40 years ago just for extra money because we were dirt poor. And I cleaned for 8 long years. And quite frankly, I loved it. This is one of the earliest pictures I could find. But I cleaned for 8 years and I really did enjoy it. It was great physical activity. It was very rewarding. I mean, just think how good I felt when that ceiling fan was clean, right? But in my 8th year, I didn't want to clean anymore. And when I began to wake up every morning dreading that I have to clean 2 houses today, and every Sunday afternoon dreading that Monday morning is about to happen and I got to get up and clean 2 more houses. Once I began to dread the work I once loved, it was time to outgrow the work I was doing. So the reason why you can listen to me is I have walked in your shoes. I'm not one of these people that bought somebody else's course and now I'm teaching you how to make millions, even though I never did it myself. Never take advice from people who aren't where you want to be or have never done what they say they can teach you how to do. Stop taking advice from those people. They're all over Facebook. Oh, you should do this. Oh, you should only use 1099s. Oh, you should only use W-2 employees. Oh, you should buy cars. Oh, you shouldn't buy cars. Oh, you should pay hourly. Oh, you should pay commission. Stop taking advice who are trying to teach you something they've never done. So here's my story. I met this amazing man when I was 16 years old. We were married by age 18 and we're still married today, 48 years later. 2.5 years into the marriage, I had our first baby, Stephen. And that's when I started cleaning houses. At that time, my husband was in the ministry and we were dirt poor. I mean, we're talking dirt poor. I qualified for food stamps. We were living in this rented trailer park when I was ready to have my first baby. We actually qualified for government housing when we moved out of the trailer park. My husband worked 3 jobs and he and I would clean buildings and offices at night. I would clean houses during the day. He was a police officer and he would clean with me on the weekends. He would work extra jobs for overtime. So he worked 3 jobs. I cleaned all the time instead of taking food stamps. You can find a way or you can find an excuse. But I did clean for 8 long years and my business kept taking off. When you do a good job and you work hard and you're cheap, everybody refers you. I was drowning in opportunity because I had more work than I could handle and I couldn't stand turning away customers. How many of you, did that bug you? That you have to turn away business because your schedule is full and how many more hands can you add to your body and do more cleaning, right? Doesn't that frustrate you that you have people who want to hire you and you have to say no thank you to their money? It's maddening to me. So my business took off. I was drowning in opportunity. So I started hiring. I started hiring people so I didn't have to turn away jobs. But here's the problem. I thought, how hard could that be? I found out it's an absolute chaotic mess. They quit. They call in sick. They no-show. They get locked out of houses. They set off alarms. They do a bad job and lose my favorite customer. I couldn't believe how hard it was. How hard is it? I showed you what I do. Why can't you do it? How hard is it? I showed you how quickly this room can be done. Why are you still in here 90 minutes later? I'm losing money with you, right? That's when all the chaos started, when I started hiring. You know, I never called in sick on myself. I showed up for everything. As a cleaner, you know how to clean. You don't need me to teach you how to clean. In fact, I don't want to teach you how to clean. You need me to show you how to put down the mop and never clean again and build an empire. That I know how to do, but at the time I didn't know how hard it would be. I discovered I was trapped in my own business. So I was hiring and I was out training and I was out cleaning, covering for those who quit without notice or called out sick. I was trapped in my own business. So I'm taking on more clients. I'm doing a little bit of marketing, but now I have payroll. Now I have bookkeeping. Now I have to buy more supplies and fold and wash more towels and unclog more vacuums. I was trapped in my own business. I knew, guys, I was 3 feet from gold. How many of you feel like you're 3 feet from gold? And the only reason why you haven't quit is because you're 3 feet from gold. I just knew I was 3 feet from gold, but I didn't know where to dig. I was digging in the wrong places, right? I got to find better employees. I got to find better customers. I was digging in the wrong places. Here's what I did instead of quitting. I hired a business coach. This was over 30 years ago when there was no such thing as Zoom. So everything was about 10 times more than you have to pay today to get help in your business because now I don't have to fly to you. We can train as a group. and everything is less than it was back then. But this was the only option back then. I hired a business coach. Here's the thing, guys. 97% of the people who quit too soon are employed by the 3% that never gave up. So which one are you? Are you going to go join the 97% of quitters who go work for somebody else because you're too tired, too old, too frustrated, not making enough? Or are you going to be the 3% that never gave up? 9 months after hiring a coach, I hit $1 million. This was in 1998. I was already halfway there, but I wasn't going anywhere. I'd been halfway there for years. Most people get stuck around $20,000 to $40,000 a month in revenue with a small team. I hit $1 million 9 months after paying them. I gave them over $40,000 for the coaching program, for the coaching and the training and the consulting. $1 million maid service would be like $2 million today because my rates back then were like $25 an hour. And now my rates are $60. Fast forward all these years later, that $40,000 investment has turned into millions each year. Today, my business run rate is $4.2 million. We have over 65 employees running the operations and doing the cleaning. Some stay, some don't. Most stay long enough to be well worth the hire. We have many on our team that have been with us 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 25 years. Here's the best part. It's 100% self-running. I've built a business that runs without me. That's why I can spend all my time consulting and helping struggling cleaning business owners who are where I was and wants to be where I am. This is my COO. I just meet with her 2 to 3 times a week on the phone for about 30 minutes. That's how hard I work in my cleaning business. I was able to go from ready to quit to great. I went from miserable to amazing. And that's what I want for you. My question to you right now is, what is your why? Why do you work so hard? What is your why? For most people, it's time freedom, right? I want to be able to be with my family. I want to be able to go on vacation. I don't want to have to bring my laptop and my phone on vacation and have my family upset with me. Mom, come out to the beach. No, I'm on the phone putting out fires. I wanted time freedom. You can't get that when you work for somebody else. They own your time. But I also wanted money freedom because you can't have time freedom until you have money. Money buys time. This is my family and that's our yacht of fun. But I also wanted people freedom. I was tired of operating a business where I had to tolerate the worst employees because I had no other option. I knew if I fired this one that deserved to be fired, I would be stuck going out and cleaning. I wanted people freedom. I wanted to fire people who abuse my generosity, mistreat my customers, and are snotty to my other employees. I wanted the freedom to work with people I liked, including clients. I wanted the freedom to fire bad clients. I wanted the freedom to fire bad employees. But until I built a business that worked, I had to settle for whoever wouldn't quit. And that was a miserable existence. I also wanted purpose freedom. Many of you crave purpose freedom. You want to give more to your church. You want to give more to mission. Start your own nonprofit. You want to write that book you believe will change lives, right? But if you're struggling every day, you don't get the joy of purpose freedom. The success of my business allowed me to start cleaning for a reason. If you're like, what is that? You'll love it when you look it up, cleaning for a reason. Purpose freedom gave me the opportunity to buy the speed cleaning business years ago when Jeff Campbell, the founder, retired. Purpose freedom allowed me to sell the business to my daughter, who left a career as a scientist to run speed cleaning. Many of you buy products from her to this day. But here's my favorite thing, my favorite purpose. I get to teach cleaning business owners how to build multiple 7-figure dream businesses and earn a 6-figure income while never cleaning, and ultimately build a business that's self-running. I get to do that every day. Because of the purpose freedom, I was able to develop the #1 residential cleaning business owners academy in the world. You won't find anybody else who's had the impact on our industry that Cleaning Business Fundamentals has, because we really do make real millionaires, real mop-free success stories. These are people who, when they hit their first million since joining CBF, got their green jacket. Some of you will be on my stage at one of my live events getting your green jacket because 3, 4, 5 years from today, you built a successful team, created high profits, created time freedom, doubled and tripled again and again, and you're getting your green mop-free millionaire jacket from me. I can't wait to put it on you. We've created more mop-free millionaires than anyone on the planet. And we also now have coaches and others that have joined our coaching team to keep working with you. These are people that went through CBF who were, many of them were still cleaning when they found us. Now they have freedom-based businesses, multiple millions, and they're coaching, which is like the most rewarding thing we've ever done. Why am I telling you all this? Some of you don't know me, but if I didn't tell you my backstory, you would question everything I teach you to do. You're like, well, why should I do that? I tried that, it didn't work. Well, you just did it wrong. I tried it and it did work, and now we're making millions. So I'm not telling you this to brag. Please know my heart. But I did write the book, The Mop-Free Millionaire, and it should be publishing, I think, in December. We're that close to finishing it. Here's the thing for everybody here as we go through the steps to become mop-free. Change is scary. Okay, if you're looking for not scared, then settle for less than what you're capable of. Change is always scary, but it's never as scary as you thought it would be. When you own change, you own the future. I'd rather you own change than change own you. What does that mean, change owns you? Well, some of you, you're going to change because your body won't let you clean anymore, and then you'll have nothing. You won't even have a business anybody would buy. Nobody's looking to buy a job. People buy empires. They don't buy your job. It's like, oh, you clean all the time? No, I'm not going to buy that business. They are looking to buy a self-running business. Change is scary, but when you own change, you own the future. Do not let the future own you because you didn't change soon enough. This is for you. If you want to grow faster without failing, you want to never clean again, you want to make 10x what you ever could make cleaning. You want to position yourself for growth, not failure. Just because you tried and failed before doesn't mean you can't succeed next time. Find solutions, not excuses. If you want to learn more about CBF, you can visit explorecbf.com.